that scare you? Dragon missing, you're subscribing to Twitch Prime. I uploaded, can y'all hear me okay? I say as I stop talking. I uploaded on my shorts Instagram and my TikTok story, so we'll see if we have any newcomers. I don't think we will, but it is a possibility. So a couple of things. Where do I even start? So Monday, right? Because it's been a couple days, had my weekend. I feel like I've been gone. I don't know. It was weird because like I was gone to, Indiana. And then I streamed Sunday, right? I feel like I entered a void of existing and not existing. I feel like I've been gone for like 2 weeks, but I haven't been gone for that long. Monday, I spent the entire day cleaning and just like catching up. I got groceries and stuff. And then Tuesday, sorry, there's so much Thor hair on my, why is there so much Thor hair on the desk? Tuesday, Jewel came over and we shot some stuff. And then, yesterday I was like, Wednesday is going to be the day that I don't do anything. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. I went to the gym and I did leg day and I was there for 2 hours like a psychopath. And then I was like, I'm gonna go treat myself to some boba. But 2 hours. I did heavy lifting for an hour, and then I walked on the treadmill for like 45 minutes because I stretch, in the beginning. So I Tuesday into Wednesday, so I guess Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. I don't know why I did what I did. But I woke up. So I have my piercing, right? And I have a travel pillow because I'm not supposed to. I don't touch it. I don't clean it with cotton swabs. I don't dry it like with a towel. I just get my saline spray and I clean it in the morning and I clean it after the gym and then I clean it at night, right? And I've bumped it here and there. It gets caught on my headphones a little bit, but I'm pretty good at like, I just gotta unhook it real quick, right? My hair would get caught in it a little bit. And I noticed that like, it was kind of swollen, but I was like, well, as long as I don't get a keloid, I think I'll be okay, right? So the night before last, I wake up and I'm trying to rip my ear off for whatever reason. I don't know what I was dreaming, but I woke up to me grabbing my piercing like this and pulling down. And I woke up to me pulling, and I woke up and I was like, I audibly went, oh, fuck. Because I was like, oh, what the fuck was I doing? Like, what? Like, I've done. The other night, I was so tired. I was sleeping on my stomach. I remember this so distinct. I was sleeping on my stomach, mouth open. I drooled all over. And you know why I woke up? Because I did this. It was so fucking embarrassing. I did this. I woke myself up from snoring. I don't snore unless I'm exhausted. If I'm exhausted, then I snore. I wasn't exhausted, but I was like, drool. Anyway, I think the braces are fucking me up, to be honest. Anyway, we'll get to that. So I wake up and I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And so I let go, and it like burned, and I was like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. So I was like touching to make sure it was still in my ear, and I was like, okay, we're okay. I'll check it in the morning. So the next morning I wake up, I go look in the mirror, and I see that because it was like raised, it was like this, and then I saw like a bump. And I was like, fuck, I just gave myself a keloid. Because I really don't want a keloid. The people that I have talked to about they have cartilage piercings. And they're like, oh, I have a keloid. And they'll flip their ear behind. There's this massive scar tissue, right? And I'm like, I've been trying so hard to not do that. I don't think I get keloids anyway. But I don't know. So anyway, I after the gym, 2 hour gym, I'm like, I'm gonna get myself a boba. Like, I think I deserve a boba after that workout. So I go get a boba. And then I was like, you know what? I'm really, because my ear felt fine. Like, it felt fine at that point. Like, I woke up, I was going about my day. I felt fine. But just in case, I was like, I should probably go check in. Because I'm supposed to, so I had a long bar for swelling, right? And they told me to go back in after 3 months after getting the piercing so they can make the bar smaller because my ear's not going to be as swollen. The problem was my ear was still swollen, and so I was like, I don't know, like, it hasn't changed since I got the piercing. It hasn't changed. Like, it's just kind of been swollen this whole time. But like I said, it takes a year to heal. And it doesn't hurt. It's a little itchy sometimes, but there hasn't been any like flaking. There hasn't been any liquids. You know what I mean? Overall, like, it's been healing okay. And so, but I tried to rip it out of my ear. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? So anyway, I went to the piercing place. No, it's been 2 months. It's been 2 months. So I go to the piercing place and I walk in and I was like, hi, it's the same place I got pierced. I was like, hi, I'm so sorry. This is such a stupid question. And they were like, no question's a stupid question. It's okay. And I was like, oh, thank God. Okay. I was like, so I tried to rip my ear out of my head last night and it like snagged on the piercing and blah, 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 blah. And they're like, oh, okay, like, I'll go get a piercer. Piercer comes around and she's like, come on in. So we go in and she's talking. And she looks at it. She's like investigating. And she goes, no, it looks like it's healing really good. Like, it does look a little irritated, but that could be because of bumping or whatever. But you probably should like get a smaller, I don't remember what it's called, but you should need to get a smaller, help. Band? Bar? Maybe bar? I don't know. You need to get a smaller bar. And I was like, oh yeah, I was going to come in at 3 months. She goes, you can come in at like 2 to 3 months. And I was like, yeah, it was like 2 months ago when I got the piercing. She's like, yeah, you should probably switch now because if it's getting caught on everything, like, And I was like, yeah, I just didn't know because like it is like it's swollen now, but like this is as swollen as it gets. She's like, no, you could go down. And I was like, okay. She's like, yeah, it'll be $33. And I was like, son of a bitch. But anyway, oh, Stingray, thank you for subscribing at tier 3 for 61 months. Thank you. So I got a new bar, and so far it hasn't snagged on anything, which is nice. And I told her too, I was like, oh yeah, I've been cleaning it like 3 times a day still. She goes, oh, well, you don't want to over clean it. You could probably stop doing that now. And I was like, oh, oh, okay. Noted. So I'm only going to clean it, I think, if I'm like sweaty, So like maybe in the morning and maybe after the gym if I get really sweaty at the gym, And then I got gas. That was so much fun on my wallet. I got gas. And then I got groceries and then gas as in tootin'. Oh, that gas. My tank wasn't even empty, and it was $50. And I think it's going to get worse. I think it's going to get worse. Isn't it going to get worse? Luckily, though, my car is a hybrid. And I don't really drive a whole lot anyway, so we'll see. But anyway, it's definitely get worse. Happy thoughts. You know what's crazy too? It's like it's not just gonna affect cars. It's gonna affect everything. Ugh. Happy thoughts. There's a Twitch stream. All we can do is happy thoughts. We're all aware of it, so what more can we do? Fuck. Next week, Hoodie's Fire. Oh, thank you. I got it a long time ago. Next week we get new bars put on. The braces. Wait, what? Is that why your name is Willow Lotus? Because that sweatshirt? No, this was made for me. I am Willow Lotus. I forgot that I put tea on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so I filled up the kettle and then I forgot to turn it on. Did I show y'all my bruise yet? Yeah. How'd you get that? I don't know. I got that one, and then I got this one, but this one's healing, and I got some on the inside. But okay, so because I think I talked about it in stream. I think this is from when I flew on the airplane. I think if I take Advil and then I sit for a long time, my blood vessels just kind of burst. How do I get a Willow Lotus sweatshirt? I don't see it on Witcher's wardrobe. You get good and you make it yourself. Oh, fuck. I knew if I got up to go get the damn tea. I fucking knew it. He was like dead asleep on the bed the entire time I did my makeup. The entire time I was getting ready, clothes. The entire time I was getting everything in here set up. Were you sleeping? Yeah. Did y'all like the Rocky TikTok? I can't stop watching it. I don't know why. It's just so entertaining. Also, I was so proud of myself. That only took like 2 tries. Because like I can't remember words. And so I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to recite what Ryan Gosling was saying. But I was just like, lock in. Just lock in. Lock in. The first time I tried to film it on the couch, he did not give a shit. And I'm like, you're supposed to be annoying. Be annoying right now. And he's like, you know. But I thought the TikTok was funny because he started to climb up me and everything. You're going to do that trend. Yeah, well. I was planning to. Just kind of took a while. The way he's sitting right now, what are you doing? There's another TikTok trend that I want to do, but I need Jewel for it. And I don't think Jewel's going to make a TikTok with me. So today's a mini chunk. I got some of the paint and stuff prepared. Why not? She doesn't really make content. She would stream on Twitch for a little bit, but she doesn't really make content. Can you not? Stop. No. He's gotten into this really bad habit where he, it's a TikTok concept. I, don't know how to explain it. So you post something on your Shorts YouTube channel? No, 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 I just, my, Instagram. Because Nate told me I need to start posting more than just, on Twitter and my Insta. He's like, you have, 6 other places you can post when you go live. And I was like, uh-huh. And he's like, yeah, you should do it. And I was like, but it's the same people. I think it's the same people, you know. I mean, TikTok's a little different. TikTok's kind of its own entity, you know. And I don't imagine people are going to like see my TikTok story and be like, I'm going to click that. I go on TikTok to doom scroll on my For You page. I'm not following my following, you know? But then again, maybe that's just me. I don't know. So the plan for this week. So we were YouTube only, other TikTok. See, that's so bizarre to me. I can't fathom. But yeah, it's a good point. I don't really know how to post. Does YouTube have like a story? My friend's Insta only. That's so weird. Is there like a... There's shorts. Well, I'd post on my... I would assume like the Twitch clips, right? I mean, there's posts. Is there a story? 3 months ago. Should I do multi-streaming? Completely forgets about it. I don't know if they have... Okay. And that's not that big of a deal, you know. I do think it'd be interesting, though, if we did, like, dual streaming. I am a little concerned. I don't know if I want to do, like, streaming on YouTube and Twitch until after we finish Silk Song. Because I imagine there's going to be a lot of, backseaters, you know? Because I've also seen, too, like, Nate was doing some, whatever games he likes. He was playing that he was streaming it on Twitch and YouTube. And his YouTube comments were just... Spoiler, you know, it's just spoiler, non-stop spoiler. Like, it was just, and then, if they got banned on YouTube, they go into Twitch to post the spoiler. A little bunch of little psychopaths. One of the Silk Song streams, I potentially, next week. Potentially. I would like to, because I want to do more paintings. I want to do more paintings for this week. I want to at least pump out like 8 more. Because I feel like that'll give us a decent amount for the secret. You know? If we can get at least 8 more paintings, then I'll put all this stuff away. We'll do Silk Song. But it also will be kind of tedious because I'm going to be kind of busy soon. No more Pocopia. Well, I think we'll juggle them because wasn't I doing, oh, sorry, there's a spot back, I had to crack it. I did Hollow Knight and then I did Pocopia. So I may do, like, if I'm like a little sick of Silk Song or if I'm not vibing with it, that's also a possibility too. I may be playing Silk Song and may be like, hey guys, you know, there's a possibility. There's also a possibility that I'm going to love it. Who knows? But this game ever made and not like it. I mean, that's a possibility. But if I'm playing Silk Song for like 2 hours and then I'm like, let's play Pocopia. As like, if I rage quit, we'll play Pocopia. You know, we're almost done with it. I haven't touched it since the last stream. Partially because there's no Rapidash. But, you know, did you see that they're going to have the DLC? They're definitely going to put, how can you have a Pokemon game and not, once the game dies off, they're gonna add, like, they gotta, you know? They're gonna add it. And I know they can, too, because they did the giraffe. It's gonna happen. Isn't there now than 100? Oh, absolutely. So the planning... So from now until Sunday, I think everything will be going according to plan. 14th will be normal. 15th will be normal. 16th will be normal, I think. Unless things just kind of pop up last minute. 17, no stream. I was going to say 19, 20, no stream. but those are my off days anyway. The 21st may be like a later stream. The 23rd, no stream. Sounds goof? Gorge. Busy bee, I know. It's gonna be fun though. I will have to bring my migraine medication with me just in case because there's a lot happening. But it's also too, a lot of this stuff may be a little flexible. Some of it isn't flexible, but for the most part, I think it's set in stone. But yeah. That's what we got so far. Oh, also, so you know how I have to turn every single one of my hobbies into part of my work? And I didn't really consider that until it was brought up in stream. I don't think of it in the sense of like, I just don't like, a hobby's a hobby, and if I got to stream, like, I don't think streaming's hard. Like, streaming, I enjoy it, but so I was playing Minecraft, but I wasn't playing Minecraft. I was building the castle because I've been I haven't been writing, but I've been like thinking, you know? And I was making the blueprints and everything of like what the castle looks like in the story that I'm writing. And then I was like drawing like how the bed is, like the bedroom is set up and everything. I was planning for today, we're gonna do some painting. But yeah, so I was doing the blueprints because I was like thinking in my head like how like the main character runs down the hallway, and then she's running with socks on, and then she like kind of like grabs onto a pillar to like run fast, and she's like, you know, going around the corner, and then she passes by, she's in this long corridor, and there's paintings of like different kings on the wall. And like, so I was like thinking of it, but I'm like, I need to put this into like physical because I want to make sure I can make it work. And the problem is, because you know how like when you are reading a book and it's like, oh, she went into the kitchen that was to her left, and you're like, I thought it was to the right. Okay, then no, I can fix this. And it's like, oh, and then she went up the stairs and then went into the dining room, and like the dining room's upstairs, and then you're like trying to like build it in your head, and it doesn't really work out too well. I want to make sure everything works, so that way I don't accidentally in the beginning of the book say like, oh, she went to the toilet that was 3 stories high, and then like at the end of the book be like, oh, she walked downstairs to the toilet, like, huh? So I just want to anyway, so I thought like, oh, it was mentioned, why don't you build this in Minecraft? And I was like, oh my god, that actually would be a really good idea, because this, like, I started to do this, but I can only really do like one floor as like a flat drawing, you know, and like this part is like buried, and then like this part over here is like the tallest tower, and like I'm like, oh, I could build this in Minecraft. So I started building it in Minecraft in just like creative mode, because I wanted to like piece it together, and I like closed my eyes to like imagine like, okay, she's walking through the throne room right now, okay, I should add a kitchen, and okay, we should do this, okay. And so I was like thinking, anyway, so I was building it in Discord with friends, and then Nate goes, why don't you I think people would like it if you stream this. And I was like, holy shit, you're right, oh my god. So I stopped playing Minecraft. I stopped playing. So I was like, oh my god, he's so right, because then, you know, it would get people hyped to want to read the book if they're seeing me build the castle that I built in my head, you know. So I stopped building. But it also too, it was boring as fuck. Because it was just like, okay, stone, 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 stone. Like, I laid out everything, and I'm just like building it up now. And I'm like, ugh. It's just, even in creative mode, I'm like, this actually, I feel like this would be more fun if it wasn't creative. Could also just the inbuilt. I could. That is also a possibility. But anyway, that's just, it also too, it's funny because there's a bunch of the castle is exploded. And so I'm building up the castle, and I'm going to have to use TNT to explode half the castle. So awesome. because it needs to be like natural looking, you know? I didn't want to just like chop away at the building myself. Okay, so for painting, I don't remember what we were wanting to paint. I know that it had something to do with something and a raincoat. Was it a pig and a raincoat? That's all I remember. What else do we want to paint? When we're watching, yes. I also have like the seashells. We were painting. Oh, this does not look good on camera. Hold on. We were painting like seashells. I'm gonna put, I don't know, like maybe a crab in there or something. Oh, we could also do whatever the hell the pink one was. The AC just turned on for some reason, even though it's cold in here. The tea! Oh no, I forgot it again. Tea, anybody? Ooh, it's not gonna be smart if I put it over there, huh? Okay, hold on. Usually I do this before stream, but we're gonna do it now. I can do this. What in the hell is it caught on? Okay. There we go. How's the workout? Don't do it. I'm gonna do it. Okie dokie. Oh, I just shocked y'all. My bad. Sorry. What the hell? I turned that to stay one color. Hold on. Okay. What did I miss? Hello. Okay. Y'all are so tiny. Well, shit. How am I supposed to paint a little pig with a raincoat on? Can you read my burn, please? No. Oh, we gotta do the bathroom thing too. Low-key kind of new. Well, that's fine. Welcome. Maybe we do... this one? I just painted today. Nice. What did you paint? We do little pig on this one, or should we do a square one? Y'all remember what size the bathroom one was supposed to be? This is so textury. Oh, can y'all hear the... It's so textury. I feel like I need sandpaper. I do have sandpaper because of the whittling. Like, didn't like that. Did not like that. Okay, well, I say, you think we should do light blue as a background for the pig? Is the other like that? I mean, these canvases were more cheap. Yeah, it is. They were cheaper than some of the other... I don't know. I don't really have, like, a preference of canvases. I just get some that are on sale, usually. So it's probably just, like, a cheap canvas that you're supposed to, like, prep before painting. But I am not a professional. So, we're just kind of winging it. Yeah, I think this is fine. Shall we start? Okay. So, what have y'all been up to since we last spoke? Just work? Boring. Oh, here. Y'all want a little chew toy? Boring. Hey, Picasso, you should go do a live selfie on the Eclipse Insta. I did. Unless it didn't go live. I said it in the beginning of stream. I was like, yeah, I posted on TikTok and I posted on my Instagram clips and, you know, because Nate said that I should start doing that. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's there. Thank you. See? And so is the tick. Thank you. Are these the same blue? They don't look like the same blue. No, they're not. Dark ultramarine and hyaline blue. It's fine. I think... Do you think we should do like the... remember the frog painting that I did? With like the strokes? Should we do like the strokes for the background on this one? I kind of want to. How's everybody's weather been? It's starting to get hot here again, which is like good, I guess. I'm like, oh, I should go have a day at the pool. And I'm like, yeah, but then we have to put sunscreen on. I'm like, ugh, that's so much effort. And then I don't go. So fucking hot. It's cooling down now, thank God. Oh, how hot has it been? The weather got up to mid 80. Really? Man, it's been weird. It's been so nice here. Like, I've been going outside and I'm like, oh, it's so nice. Ooh, I need a jacket. Like, I can recognize when I know I'm being dramatic on the weather being cold. And sometimes it really is cold, you know? High 60s. Yeah, I know heat is different in the UK. Not the high 60s. High 60s is not different heat. when it is like 77 and above, then I'm like, yeah, I get it. It's like high 90s. Okay, the only thing. What was the humidity? I'll let you have it if you tell me the humidity made it feel like it was more. Because humidity fucks you up, you know? Like, I get it. But if it's like, dude, when moist, so like high 60s here is when I get a jacket. Because I'm like like I'm shivering when it's high 60s. Humidity in the 60s and doing anything to make it feel hotter. I didn't say it. Stingray said it. I think the worst humidity I've ever experienced ever was Japan in the summer. That what like I've been to Florida and I feel like it was like Japan and then Florida. Japan's bad. I had to wear like a tank top and shorts and I walked out of the hotel and immediately started sweating. And they're like the way I think the way that their clothing society system works is that they dress based off of like clothing seasons, not like weather seasons. And so they still were wearing like long sleeve, full suits, like, and I was dying. Like I had on jeans and a t-shirt and I was like, I gotta change. I gotta change. It was crazy. The heat index at, sorry, 68 degrees and 80% humidity is 68.3. Pass away in a suit. I don't know how, like, I guess your body just, like, adapts. Which is also funny, too, because, like, I remember back in the day, before Nate moved here, like, I think it was, like, when we first became friends, I would tell him, like, oh, it's so cold out. But LA is, like, a different cold. Because I grew up, like, you know, I'm from, like, Oklahoma. I'm from the South. Like, I haven't experienced the North. But, like, Oklahoma, it'd get snow. Georgia, it'd get pretty cold. Like, Georgia, it would get pretty cold in Georgia. Because I'm from Atlanta. But, I haven't experienced, like, cold. But LA gets, like, it's a very weird kind of cold. It's, like, a really weird kind of, it's like a desert cold, you know? It's a weird cold. And so I would tell him, I'd be like, oh, it's like, it's 52 out, but it's so cold. And he's like, that's not cold. That's not cold. That's not cold. And I'm like, yeah, it is. I was like, I know when it, like, I'm freezing. Like, it is so cold. Anyway, skip to, like, I don't know, it's like months ago. We were out doing something. And he's like, oh, do you think I need a jacket? And I'm like, you won't, I will. And so anyway, we were out doing something, and he goes, yeah, it's so cold. Like, LA is like a different kind of cold. And I went, you motherfucker. I was like, I fucking told you. I told you. He's like, what? I'm like, you don't remember that conversation like 4 years ago? And he's like, what? It is a different kind of cold. I'm like, yeah, I know. I was like, I started going this whole rampage. Because I was you would chew me out back in the day when I'd be like, oh, it's so cold out. You're like, oh, you're just a little bitch. Like, oh, grow up. Isn't it? And I'm like, and now he has the audacity. I won in the end, though. Because I was right. I was right. However, I will say, though, like if you are used to the cold, you're fine. You know? Like, you'll be fine. Because he's from Canada, and so we'll, like, go meet a bunch of friends at, like, a restaurant. Like, everybody meets up. And he's still in, like, a t-shirt and shorts. And I'm wearing, like, jeans and a jacket. And then a jacket on top of the jacket. And I'm like, are you not cold? And he's like, no. Freak. But he does say, like, oh, it's a bit chilly out. But he, like, handles it. I can't handle it. I'm just a little bitch. What can I say? How is this looking? I don't know why the camera does not pick up on the blue good. It just looks like a... yeah, just blue. Also, though, if y'all ever want to visit LA, just know if you go to, like, Santa Monica, the closer you are to the water, the temperature is going to drop by, like, 15 degrees. And it's going to be cold. If you want to go to the beach at night, it's going to be so cold. It is going to be so cold. But if you go to, like... trying to think of a place. If you go to... I don't know why you would go. Hold on. I'm trying to think of, like... fucking Santa Clarita. It's gonna be really hot. It's gonna be pretty hot. If you go to downtown, it's gonna be stinky. I don't like downtown. Don't like downtown. I'm not a downtown fan. Also, is it bad that I like Waymo? I like Waymo so much. And I feel bad because I keep seeing stuff, people being like, oh, it's taking humans' jobs. And I'm like, huh, it is. But the problem is, like, the amount of weirdos... the amount of, like, weird situations I've had with Uber drivers or Lyft drivers. Like, I feel safer in a Waymo. Oh, but there's no driver. Exactly! Exactly. But it's, like, also, too, like, because, like, I've told people, like, oh, like, I love Waymo. Waymo is so cool. Oh, but don't you feel safe? You don't even feel, oh, but how do you know the blah, 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 whatever. I'm like, well, considering the amount of times I've had men ask me for my Instagram or, like, try to chat me up or this and that, I feel much safer in a Waymo. Which, like, then they get quiet because they're like, oh, I didn't think of that. Which, of course, you didn't. You're a man. Sorry, I don't know what overtook me. But, I don't know. Because, like, I keep seeing all these people on, like, TikTok being like, oh, we need to get rid of Waymos. Like, they're taking people's jobs. Which, like, they are. But I feel really safe in a Waymo. And I thought they were so cool. Like, what do you mean it doesn't need a driver and it knows where we're going? It's like the Squidward, like, future, you know? I'm not gonna say anything, but just know that the aroma in here is magnificent. I haven't done anything. It's just right there, you know? I think it's the white. I think that's what it's coming from. I think the white paint is what has the aroma. Because, like, there's other times where I'm painting stuff and I don't really smell anything. I wonder if that's what it is. Huh. My tea's over there. Fuck. Get high of fumes. There's not that many. I feel like you have to, like, smell a lot of it to get high. The last time I partook with tea, is it just decaffeinated green tea? I don't know why it's so good. I just like drinking it. Maybe it's because I put in sugar, so it's kind of like sugar water. Fuck, I forgot to take my vitamin D. Can I take it at night? Or is that going to keep me up? I can probably take it at... Oh, the other thing I want to talk about. I'm going to have to ask my dentist about this. You know what I've been doing, like, every morning for... I don't know why. I have no idea why. Because I've told y'all, when I wake up in the morning, all of my cheeks and my lips and everything, they're, like, suction glued into, like, my braces, right? But for whatever reason, every morning I've woken up, and as I'm in the process of waking up, I clench my teeth together as hard as I can. And as I'm waking up, I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, I'm not like gritting them together, but I'm just clenching super hard. And I'm like, what the hell am I doing? I've woken up 3 days in a row doing that. And I don't know why. I have no idea why. Oh no, this is a no. I don't know if it's like, because I also too, like, I still can't really chew. And it's been, I do not trust him. It's been almost 4 weeks of braces. Some morning normally is after a stressful sleep. Couldn't imagine why I have stressful sleeps. No, I don't know why that happens. Can't think of one reason. Not a single reason. No. Like, why can't... Just relax, dude. Relax. Anyway. Yeah, I've been, like, super clenching for some reason. I put all of my paintings there. Do not. No. We also, you know what we need to do still? I have so much fabric. Remember when I... Hey. Remember when I went to Joann Fabrics because they're closing and I was like, oh, Joann Fabrics, and I bought a bunch of shit ton of fabric? I gotta make stuff. Still. We gotta get out. I have the polyfill out. I gotta get the sewing machine out. We gotta, like, make the blankets. We gotta make pillows. We have so many things that we have to make. Stop it. No. No. Help. Make that star dress. Oh, me too. Get out. Go. We gotta get Gladys out. We have so much stuff that we gotta do, you know? I'm gonna fucking lose it. Yeah. No. No. Somebody help me. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my damn mind because this cat's driving me insane. Anyway, back to the blue. Okay, wait. I got too close to it. I think it's... Bansby hates men. He doesn't hate men necessarily. He just doesn't, he just likes when it's me and him, you know? He doesn't like men when it's like a handyman, you know? Because he's like, ooh, why is this thing in our home? That's it. Say ta-ta. No. You are misbehaving. Yes, you are. You are being bad. Yes, you are. Go. No. Complaining the whole way out. But now I can have my tea. Hold on, I gotta throw the tea bag away. Have y'all seen this stuff about this fucking throw up virus? I've seen like, okay, I'm gonna be dangerous here. I'm gonna put my tea. So apparently this is a throw up virus. But so I've seen a lot of people being like, oh my god, like this can be another COVID, but I saw another person being like, hey, so that the version that they have, you have to like swap spit with somebody else to catch it. Like you have to, it's not like, you have to be like in close quarters. And so like, you don't need to freak out that bad over it, and, like... But, you know, I feel like that also kind of... I don't know. I understand why everyone's freaking out, because it's, like, COVID was awful. But also, too, this... Do y'all ever play that, disease game? Where you were like, oh, yeah, we have to make it super spreadable first, and then we kill everybody. This, from what I've read, this is like, oh, you're infected, die. Instead of being like, oh, you're infected, it's going to last a while, and then you're going to die. This is just like, plague, yeah. Man, I played that so much back in the day. I sucked at it. I remember the first time that, like, I, like, beat it. I was like, oh, I did it. And then I felt bad. Okay, back to the blue. But I'd be very pleased if we didn't have to deal with this stuff anymore, but the thing is people are gross. Exhibit A. I don't think I've ever beat it. People always survive somewhere. Yeah. I want to watch Project Hail Mary again, but they're not showing it in theaters anymore. And apparently, it's not going to come out to like streaming services for like another month and a half or something. And I'm like, ugh. I told my brother, I'm like, you need to watch this. I think you're going to like it. I will give you my streaming passwords so you watch it. Oh, I think I made this. No, it's okay. I mean, what? I would never share my passwords. Who would do that? Saw it twice, wanted to go back. Hey, you gotta get it the third time. You're just used to it because that's what you did back in the teaching days, you know? You had to see kids shows 3 times in a row, so you just gotta. Saying I should go watch it? It was really good. I liked it a lot. I went in. The only thing I knew about it was that it was good. And that there was a little sad bit stuck in an ad. No, it's like the worst timing. I'll wait. Let me know when you're back. Oh, they can't hear that. So, y'all having a good Thursday? That I kind of trolled you over? Yeah. Rocky fixed TikToks and I just can't. Yeah. I will say though, because like it was a book, right? Um, I've seen people upload bits and pieces of the book, and the way it's written, pieces that I've read, I don't know if it's like a masterpiece kind of book or if it's just like, oh, this is a good book kind of book. But sometimes I read stuff out of books and I'm like, maybe I can be an author, you know? Because I feel like I know I'm very creative. The one thing that I'm confident about myself is the creativity, you know? I know I'm very creative. I always have been. Because that's like, Kate is one talented, oh, she can run fast. Like, okay, I'm also 33. And it's only going to go downhill from here, you know? And so it's like I'm not as confident in my running speeds anymore, but like one thing that I can still remain confident on is I am creative. But anyway, so I was like reading some of it that it was on posted on Twitter, and like the way that it was written, I was like, oh, I think I can publish books. Maybe, yeah, because like I like the stories that I write. I like them, but I would hope that I like them because I'm writing them. You know, but I just want to make sure that they're good, and I want to write good. I don't want to just write like he slobbed on the meat for blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Like I want it to be like I want it to have an impact on people. I want them to like finish the book. No, Stream Elements, you can't make me. I want them to finish the book and be like, "Wow, that was really good." Not like I want it to be good, you know? Um anyway, so but I was like, I don't know. Sometimes I read stuff from other people and I'm like, "Oh, I think I can do it." You know? It's like the little engine that could. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. But I also too like one thing I don't want to do. I know you can self-publish stuff on like Amazon. I don't want to do that. I don't think I want to do that. I want to get an editor to make sure that there aren't any like plot holes or that there's not anything wrong with like the storyline or that there's like a character development I forgot about, or like I just want to make sure it's like a full written good story, you know. So I want to get an editor. But then does that mean, how does that work? You know? Like, do I have to get an agent and then that agent gets me an editor? But then they take a cut. But I would rather them take a cut and then it be good, you know? Because, like, it would be nice. There's going to be paint all over this desk and whatever. Like, it would be nice if, like, my writing popped off and I became, like, an author, you know? Hello. Have AI do it. That's why I think of the why have AI when I have my noodle? Go to a publisher, they get you an editor. Oh. But that's the other thing too though, is like trying to find someone who would publish me. That's also scary. It's also too like I'm gonna have to prepare myself for the rejection. And also would need to be a little concerned if I didn't get any rejection. Like if I went to like 5 publishers and all of them were like, "Yeah, we'll take you." I'd be like, "Yeah, but are you going to take care of me?" You know? Because there's some places like I don't know. I've been in LA for quite a while and I know that some I don't know, like agents or managers or you know, whatever, they just take on people just to have more people under their belt and then they don't do anything, or they just take their money and they don't do anything, you know what I mean? So you kind of got to be like wary of the snakes. I don't know if the editing the book world has that, but I imagine they do because it's the world. I'm trying to cover, there's so many like white spots because the canvas was so lifted. I'm not trying to sniff the paint, by the way. It's hard to tell because the light is reflecting off of the paint, so I can't tell what's like a white spot and what's like a shiny paint. Guess where I almost just put this. There's a problem with runtime and I'm going to give it a hard pass till it comes out on streaming. No, it's great. You don't even notice it when you're in the theater. In your tea? Oh yeah, I almost just went dunk. Phew, glad I didn't do that. Glad I did not do that. Okay, so this is what we're working with. It looks better IRL. I've done it so many times. Yeah, I don't want to have to go make another one. Wow. It looks so good. Here, let me there you go. Unfortunately, now we have to wait for this to dry. Oh, look, you can kind of see it a little. Now we have to wait for this to dry. Until tomorrow. Until I make another cup every time. You're not drinking your paint tea, are you? Ew! Why would you do that? Oh. No thanks. It's tea. It's paint. Okay. You know what? If you want to drink your paint tea, you go right ahead. I have 2 seashells with seasoning. Yeah, lead seasoning. Okay, let's Should we do a pink? I think we should do a pink. We're gonna maneuver everything. Hold on. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. Here, y'all take that one. There. But what's on the pink? Maybe we could do... I see it. It has formed in my head. Was this... Do y'all remember if this was the cool pink or the warm pink? I like this pink more than I like this pink. We'll find out. I think this one was the cool pink. Hold on, I'm gonna chug this. I think it was the cool pink. I got all kinds of shit in here. Here we go. Wait. No cracking. Well, there's a little one. Alright, we're gonna need white. Oh, that reminds me. So, Sunday, I edited TikToks. We're out. I don't have any more clips to edit. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Because Hollow Knight, like, okay, so normally, like, per month, hypothetically, right? Say hypothetically, per month we get, like, 50 clips for TikToks, right? And say I upload a TikTok every other day, roughly. Hollow Knight, we got maybe, like, 12 clips for the month. So, and we played Hollow Knight for, like, what, a month and a half? So because of that, we had like a bunch prepared, but now we're like I'm not out. I think I have maybe 20. Like I have some Repo. I think I have a few Baldur's Gate. I have a couple Hollow Knight, and then I have a bunch of just chatting. 2 of which, by the way, are of paint farts. So thank y'all for that. Don't know if they're gonna do well, but we'll see. But yeah, anyway, I was like, damn, we gotta play a game that's gonna get a lot of clips or something. I think this is the warm. It's hard to tell. Farts always do well. We'll see. Thor always does well, but sometimes he's a pain in my ass. I say sometimes, but it's pretty frequent, if you ask me. It didn't pop it off recently. Kind of. I didn't think that Hayden Christensen was going to do as well as it did. Because I wasn't, like, looking at the camera when I was talking. And so I was like, oh, they're not going to care. But it kind of did well. So. If he saw that, I would perish. I'd be like, oh, yeah. When I was 13 and 14, that's when I thought that way. Ha ha ha. Me meeting him. He has a TikTok. He has no social media, which, like, smart. Free yourself. Apparently, he's, like, on a farm in Canada, and, like, that's his life. Like, hell yeah, brother. Sounds like the dream. Just no social media, like, no need for social media. Because I remember, like, when I was a teenager, I had Facebook, even though my parents were not happy about it. I got a Facebook because, like, all the kids at my school had a Facebook, right? And I wanted to see, like, people were posting pictures and whatever. And so I wanted to fit in, and I wanted to have a Facebook, and I got kind of teased about my Facebook anyway, because I made my profile picture Master Chief from Halo. I thought it was cool. Anyway, but so I remember my junior year, and you got teased for that? Of course I did. My junior year of high school, so I was like 16, 17, I was walking down the hall and there was a couple of these guys. They're like, oh my God, have you heard of Twitter? It's so cool. You can follow celebrities, and celebrities, like, they tweet stuff and you can see their messages, and, like, it's so cool. I'm like, why would you care about that? Like, I remember thinking the only social media that mattered was Facebook, because, like, you know, you would go throughout your whole day and then you go home after school, check Facebook, and then that was it, right? You know? That was it. I remember just feeling like that was it. Why do you need anything else? And then, like, everyone just kept, oh, Twitter's so cool, Twitter's so cool, Twitter's so cool. And I'm like, well, I don't know. And then, because I loved American Idol, right? I loved American Idol. And there was a guy on American Idol that I had a super, super big crush on. And I found out he had a Twitter. And so I was like, fine. So I made a Twitter. But it was like a fan account for him. I don't even remember what it was. But anyway, I made a fan account for him, and I followed, like, him, Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures. I don't even remember. But, like, I followed a couple people, and then my best friend at the time made a Twitter, because she also liked somebody from American Idol. Anyway, and so then that's why I got Twitter. And now, like, ever since then to now, there's been more and more and more and more and more social media. Like, there was the new Snapchat, or Instagram came out, and then Snapchat, and then I don't know. Now there's, like, I think Adam was telling me, oh, Threads this, and I'm like, what's a Threads? And he's like, oh, it's like Instagram's Twitter, blah blah blah. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. And then, like, then there's Blue Sky, and there's this, and then there's this, and TikTok's like, oh, download Lemon 8. And I'm like, what the fuck is Lemon 8? Like, I'm trying so hard to keep up with just the few things that I have, you know? But I can't, like, the problem is like, I have, like, that deep, deep need for social media in my life because I've been using it religiously every single day for, like, over a decade, you know? When they're like, oh yeah, it's so nice to unplug, I'm like, it's not, I feel like an addict. I probably am an addict because I'm like, where's my phone? I gotta check Twitter, you know? We're cooked? Yeah, pretty much. And it's also too, like, at night, you know, I get in bed, oh, a long day, I can't wait to just lay down and breathe and just, you know, relax. And then my brain's like, we should see what's on TikTok. I'm like, yeah, you're right, I would like to see what's on. And granted, like, I am entertained with TikTok. But, you know, you scroll for like 15 minutes, then 30 minutes, and then it's been an hour and a half, and you're like, you know, the need part, I don't really get social media. You know, when, like, say you're getting a haircut, you know, say you're getting a haircut, and your hands are under that cape thing, and you're getting a haircut, and then a little piece of hair, falls on your nose right here, and it's itchy. And you're like, I can't move my hands to scratch it. I can't move my hands to move the hair. Maybe if I just, like, you know, I'll just deal with it. But then you become more and more and more aware of it, and you can feel it more and more and more, and the itchy gets worse, and then you can feel it inside your nose for some reason, and you're like, oh my god, I have to itch it, holy shit, I have to itch it. It's like that. That's what it feels like for me to just have access to social media. I don't know why. Like, I don't know. Because it's not like I need noise. It's just, I feel like I just need access to it. And I don't know why. Because it's also, too, like on my off days, I'm like, oh yeah, I don't want to go on social media. And it's also, too, it doesn't really help for me personally. It doesn't really help that, like, BTS is on tour right now. And they tried not using it for a while, like on Vegas. Oh yeah. And I have like that urge, but it's also too like my life. The only thing that changes if I'm not using social media is I just have more time. You know. But and like there's sometimes too where it's like I'll put my phone like to charge in the bedroom, and then I'll sit in here and I'll play Harvest Moon for like an hour and I'm fine. Like it's not like, you know, I don't need constant. I know a lot of people, especially people that are like neurodivergent, they need music on, they need the TV on even if they're not watching it. They need to have everything on all of their monitors. They need to have TikTok playing on their phone. I'm not like that. I prefer not that, to be honest. But my problem is I just can't stop watching. You know, and then it's like, okay, like I need to go brush my teeth. Oh, well, I can watch TikToks while I'm brushing my teeth. That way I know that, you know, I brushed my teeth for like 2 to 3 minutes. Which that also, though, honestly, that does help me make sure I brush my teeth for a very long time. But it's also, too, like, it's just constant noise and, like, you know, constant noise, constant news. Like, there's so much, like, bad news, and, like, our brains aren't capable of taking in that much bad news 24/7. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I kind of wish that I knew what life was like to not feel the need for social media. To help me feel sleepy. Yep. Which also, too, it works for me. And that's what's so annoying. But it's also, too, because I have undiagnosed ADHD. When I lay in bed at night, if I watch TikTok, that shuts up the voices. Not like, the voices! But like, you know, when I go, oh, I'm so comfy in bed. Okay, I'm gonna start thinking. Let's daydream about love and deep space and how we're, you know, like, okay, we're in Silas's house and we're gonna go walk down the hallway. We're gonna go see what he's up to, and then let's bring him like a boba or something, but secretly it's for me. And you start creating like this you know little make believe headspace, and then you're like, oh yeah, let's make boba. Oh, I should get boba tomorrow. Yeah, boba would be good. Well, how many calories are in that? Well, I think it's like 300 unless we get a large. It's like 450. But also too, I don't really eat enough calories. Like I think we should probably eat enough actually, do we get groceries? We need to get groceries. No, I think we have enough. Well, we need to get more protein. And then I can't stop thinking. And then I have like I don't know, Sabrina Carpenter starts playing in the background of my head, thoughts, thinking. And then I start thinking like, oh my god, like, hey, have you ever thought about like how when we sleep it's like we're dead, but like, you know, we're still dreaming, so it's not like we're dead, but like, oh my god, like we're dying, you know, that we're dying. Like imagine there's gonna be life after you, but your stuff's still gonna be on the internet, so people are gonna watch you. Imagine if you like died tonight and then you wake up and then like you don't wake up, but like what if your spirit wakes up and you see your dead body there, and then I start spiraling. I'm like, oh, shut up. And my brain's like, hey, what if you throw up right now? I'm like, why would we throw up right now? I don't know. What if you threw up right now? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna watch TikTok. I'm just gonna watch TikTok. Thought about that with YouTube. What? Oh, I guess I probably usually fall asleep with YouTube. Diagnosed ADHD. My problem with YouTube. So what I do I have a playlist. That's there when you're gone. Yeah. Well, I'll talk about that in a second. So I have a playlist I call Zen music, and it's like spa music. But the problem is when I go to the spa, I get so stressed out because I'm trapped and I don't like being trapped. I think it's an agoraphobic thing. I don't know. But like, I try to, like, when I'm there, I try to think like, okay, we're not trapped. we're at the beach. Imagine we're at the beach. You can hear the waves. You can feel the sun. Because that's one thing that gets me. The sound of the waves and the warm sun and like cool air. I'm gonna knock out. So anyway, so I try to play like that, but sometimes my brain is like too loud, you know. So anyway, back to the YouTube thing. So I've like thought about this for like a really long time, because I have anxiety. But like there's a lot of content creators that die, and their stuff's still on the internet, but it's so crazy because like you'll go to like their last post and they don't know that's their last post, and then all the comments are like rest in peace, like rest well, fly high and stuff like that. And like I remember like a long time ago, like what would be my last Instagram post, and I just had no idea. It's so that freaks me the fuck out, you know. So why do you go to the spa if you don't find it relaxing? Because my back hurts. My back hurts. Yeah, that's freaking me out. Yeah. I mean, it's also too, like, it's not just content creators. It could be anybody. Something to think about when you go to sleep tonight. Sorry. I'm just putting my anxieties onto y'all. I mean, you know, is the absence of constant stimulation that leaves your mind engaged in the spa is abnormal in that context? Well, mine, it's more of, like, I don't like not being able to leave. I get insane anxiety, when I'm, like, getting my hair done. Because, like, I do the purple, and so she has to, like, bleach my roots. And so I have to sit there for, like, 2 hours with the bleach, and then we have to, like, rinse out the bleach, and then we have to do, like, the coloring. And then, you know, I have to sit there for a haircut. And so I'm sitting there for, like, 5 to 6 hours, and I can't leave because I'm getting my hair done. You know, I can't just, like, she can't be doing it. And I'm like, you know what? I mean, also, I can do this, yes. But I don't want to, obviously, because I want to get my hair done. But, like, I can't be like, hey, can I just, like, can you stop? Can I just be done, you know? Hi, I'm out with my mom for birthday and Mother's Day. I'll have fun. I'll have a good time. Happy mother birthday. Is there something you do where you could... I should have put y'all on the big chat. Is there something you could do where you really totally relax, like, without having to put anything to distract yourself? No. Yes. Yes. Horseback riding. Because I was thinking, right, Thorgit, gam her glasses. It's because y'all are this big. Y'all are teeny. I can still see it, but some of the letters kind of blend in together. Gam. You should put chat on your phone. My phone's over there, though. That would be really smart. But then also my mom would text me at the worst possible, because she always does that. Background input helps you chill, is that right? No. It's if my attention is being stimulated. I have no problem being left alone with my thoughts because I love daydreaming. It's not like, oh, I'm alone, my thoughts are going to get dark. I mean, that does happen, but that's not... It's also usually at night when I'm trying to sleep because my brain's like, time to go to sleep. Hey, what if somebody comes into your house and just stabs you in the middle of the night? Have you thought about that? And I'm like, you motherfucker. But anyway, so if I go to, like, the beach, I love the beach. Feels great, you know? But when I'm laying in the sand, like, say I go with friends. Most of the time I go with friends. Say I go with friends. And we're laying on the beach. I'm like, they're probably bored. They probably hate this. They probably want to go home. Should we ask them if they're okay? Like, I don't know. They're probably bored. They probably hate this. I know they don't like sand, and, you know, we're just laying here. Like, maybe they want to do something. Maybe they want to go walk around. Maybe they want to go do that. And it's just like, I can't just relax, you know? And then it's also like, oh my God, am I burning? And then also I'm like, oh, I feel like I need to get up and go around. I need to get up and I need to do stuff. I need to get up and I need to go around. Bring them here. I hate brain. I know. But I think the only time is horseback riding, because I love horses, and horseback riding has been something that is always so much fun to me. And then horse regular thing, oh, I barely do it. I barely do it. But it's also too, like, it's kind of expensive. I would like to do it more as well, but I don't really have friends going horseback riding soon, or was that just it was a hope. The one thing that I bought socks for it. I want to do Pilates, just like as an extra workout thing. I haven't done it yet, but I still want to. Now that my schedule, well, I was gonna say now that my schedule's calmed down, it hasn't really calmed down. I mean, it kind of has calmed down. It's just we have a visitor coming. Jewel's here, but Jewel came for her own business and just was helpful enough to help me shoot something, which they turned out pretty cool. Oh, that reminds me. So I bought black lights for the shoot, right? And then I was like, what if I did like a black light painting stream where I have all the lights off and everything, and then we use the black lights to paint stuff, and I don't know what color is what? I feel like that'd be sick. I don't know if it would work because this room, I don't have like blackout curtains or anything, but I feel like that'd be really cool. Exactly. Only one way to find out. And also, cause ow, foot cramp. I was curious because they're black lights and you can see stuff on black lights, right? And so I went into the bathrooms and I was like, do I clean these good enough? I do. I even went into Thor's bathroom. Nothing. I was like, hell yeah. And then, but you want to hear something really funny? So, you know how, remember how I told y'all that I almost ate shit in the shower that one time? Because my conditioner or something, I don't know, it's a conditioner or it's a bath bomb, I don't know. But it makes the bottom of my tub like super, super like slick. And so I took a shower, I think it was like the day of it was the day of. And so I went in with the black light and I was like, because I was checking everything just out of curiosity. And I was looking and you can see the handprint. There's like handprint of me like bracing with conditioner on my hand, like bracing as I'm moving in the shower. I thought it was funny. Because I was like, oh my god. And then I realized what it was, Classic. I think I need to add more white to this, but I think it's turning out pretty good. But yeah, I want to do, looking at a crime scene. Yeah, that's how I felt. I want to do horseback riding maybe soon. But, because the thing is like, Jewel is so scared of horses, which I don't blame her. Horses are kind of terrifying. But she won't go riding because she is scared of horses. And then Nate is very allergic to horses, so he's not going to go. I'm not going to make him go. The only other friends that said they would do it with me, one of them is moving back to his home state, and then the other one is moving in with his partner. Is there an animal Nate isn't allergic to? Turtles. I don't know. I think anything with fur is probably a bad call. But it's frogs, maybe. I know he can't do shellfish. He can probably touch them. He can't eat them. So no pet crab. Not that we would eat the pet crab, but back on my Claritin for seasonal allergies. Okay, so I am not allergic to anything outside on the outside. But you know what would fuck me up? Have y'all been to Georgia in springtime? Have any of y'all been to Georgia in springtime? Those damn pine trees with their fucking pollen. I would get so. I would have a fever. Like, we would get pollen warnings in the morning, like before school, and I'd get out of bed and be like, it was awful. Oh, I hated that. There's a lot of things I hate about Georgia. That is one of them. I think I've seen a video. We would go out, and my dad had a black truck, and it would be like covered in yellow pollen. God. Okay, you could drive down the road and see a yellow cloud suddenly explode from a pine tree when they release all at once. Yep. That was the same in Georgia. It was so, ugh, I hated it. I hated it so fucking much. Anyway. So yeah, I mean, there is a possibility I could go horseback riding by myself, if I wanted to, because they have like group riding. But I feel like it'd just be more fun with friends, you know? I just don't really have many friends. And also, so Stefan, because Stefan lives in Montana, right? And so I've been like, oh, like, they have horseback riding in Montana, right? Like, that'd be so sick to go, like, horseback riding in Montana. Because Montana is a beautiful state, you know? They got a lot of nature and shit. But he's been in Austin for, like, the last 2 months hanging out with Sear. And so I'd go in, I'd be like, oh, like, when are you going to go to Montana? Because I wanted to go to Montana, you know, to go hang out with him. But also, did I tell y'all I looked for a flight to go visit my mom in the summer, and the flight was $900. Usually it's $500, which is still a fuck ton. It was $900. And I don't know if it's because of the Spirit Airlines thing. I don't know if it's because of the gas shit. I told Jewel, though, and Jewel's like, oh, yeah, that's because some football thing is happening in Texas. That's why. And I was like, what? Like, some soccer. I changed it for y'all. You're welcome. But yeah, and so she's like, oh, that's probably why. I'm like, the prices when airlines to take advantage of the people who have to rebook. I went through the Southwest thing. I remember the dark times. Yeah, I checked with Southwest too, and even theirs was a little cheaper. Theirs was $550. But now you have to pay for bags and like all that bullshit. Which don't even get me started. I'm not loyal to any airline anymore. I was for Southwest, and now they can suck my toe. Unless they like that. Anyway. So it's because of the World Cup. I think that's what Jewel said. Gage said it was because of the gas. Or... because I'm trying to plan it with him so that way we can go at the same time, you know? Anyway. Maybe because they're the only one that services the airport close to my parents. Hey, fair enough. But anyway, so... yeah, I don't know when my mom trip is gonna be. I wish it was closer to drive. Even if it was like 12 hours, I would drive it. No second thought. But it's not 12 hours. It's 24, nonstop. If I don't have to stop for gas, if I don't have to stop for snacks or to pee, it's 24 hours. And I've done that drive before. It's pretty brutal. It's pretty brutal. Okay, how's the pink look? It's pretty nice. What is that? There was a little weird looking spot. Oh boy, now we have to wait for this to dry. We have a lot of pink left over. We could do the inside. This one's got little barnacles on the inside. I was saying something before I started talking about flights. What was I talking about? I was talking about my schedule. No, riding horses. Was I talking about riding? Oh, visiting Stefan! Visiting Stefan! Okay, we're back. We're so back. And he's like, oh, yeah. And then, so I went to a stream yesterday. He's like, wait, Kate, why don't you just come to Austin? I'm like, what do you mean, why don't you just come to Austin? I didn't get an invite. I am a vampire. I have to be invited. You can't just expect me, number one, you can't just expect me to be like, oh, you're in Austin? I'll come out. Because also, two, I don't have a place to stay unless I get a hotel. And I don't want to get a hotel for that long. You know what I could do? Austin and Houston, that's like, what, 2.5 hours? Austin last night. I thought he left this morning. But I knew he was going back to Montana. But I think he may go back to Austin soon. He seemed to be very creatively happy there, which was good. He and Sear make really good content together. They inspire each other. I've seen it IRL. They're a good pair. Pink! 3 hours between the middle of both cities? Okay. Because I could... But Houston is fucking gigantic, so that could change... Oh, true. Ooh. I'm thinking. Because if I flew... I wonder if flying to Austin would be cheaper. And then if I got a rental and then hung out in Austin and then went to Houston for like a couple of days. And then from Houston went to my mom. And then dropped off the rental. Because then I could pick Gage up. And then... No. I'd go to Gage, drop off the rental. And then Gage can take us to my mom. This is so complicated. You know what fixed this? A train. We need more trains. Right. The blue looks like it's drying pretty quickly. Check something stupid. I think well... I think I covered all of the, open spots. Hope so. Do y'all not have... We do, but they're not prioritized. And they're not great. Like, I took a train to San Francisco, and I had to get on a bus for an hour and a half. And then I got put on a train, but the train made a stop every, like, 20 minutes. And so I was, like, on the train slash bus for, like, 9 hours. There isn't even a daily train service between Austin and Houston. I mean, which is so crazy, because, like, you would think a train in Texas would be great. Here with trains. Oh, I know. A train that does go from Austin to Houston is 2 segments in 16 hours. You know why they do that, though? Because every American has a car. Because every American has to have a car. Because there's no other way to get around. If there's a way to get around, we're not going to have cars because, oh, we'll just take the train. And who suffers? The gas industry. And the insurance industry. I'm on to you, tinfoil hat. I'm on to you guys. Okay, let's put Austin, San Antonio, then a layover, then San Antonio to Houston. That's so stupid. Why would you go to San Antonio? So out of the way. I have paper towels over here. Let me put this here. I'm trying to be careful, man. Okay. We're prepping. Look at how nice these are. Is it a boy or a girl? Wrong. It's Shrek. I think we should paint a baby chicken in this. Like a little baby Minecraft chicken. Oh, look at the seashell. Wrong. Minecraft chicken. Chicken jockey. Now I'm thinking of all the things I could paint in the shells. He comes out of the womb like Shrek does in the movie. Somebody what? You know how there's just so many things in this world that could be a possibility. Like right now, somebody in this world. You know, like the finger trap thingy? They're stuck and they can't get it out. Somebody in the world right now has on SpongeBob SquarePants boxers. There's just so many possibilities, right? So that means somebody was born to that song. That song was playing and somebody was born to that song. That was me when I was doing the finger trap thing. Yeah. I think I had one as a kid and I was not wowed by it. I'm going to paint a crab. Will it be good? Probably not. But this is where the fun begins. Crunch. Okay. This is also not going to be a realistic crab. Just throwing that out. This is going to be like a cartoon crab. Just don't want to get people's hopes up, you know. Oh, I got this seashell and there's a painted crab in here. It's going to look so great. Is this fucking Mr. Krabs? Me. Ark, 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 ark. Now I have that song stuck in my... Oh my god, I have to tell you about that. I found a TikTok. And it was like... I may just have to upload it in the Discord. Were y'all Barney watchers when you were little? I was a big, big Barney fan. But I sent my mom this TikTok. And it was like this guy. He's like, oh... when you're watching Barney in your daughter's room and you wake up like a sleeper agent when this song comes on. And it was like, he was like this. And then it starts going, If all the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops. And he set up, oh, what a rain that would be. Standing outside with a mouth open wide. And I was in my kitchen cooking dinner last night, and I go, and I was like, oh my god. Like, I woke up as a sleeper agent. So I sent it to my mom, and I was like, I can't stop laughing. I've been laughing over it since I found that TikTok yesterday. Like, I'll just be, like, on the couch, you know, scrolling Twitter, and I'll go, because you just, you know, sleeper agent. I don't know. It's been also stuck in my head since. You know, this looked a lot easier in my head. Because it's like the ridges are lumpy. And so it's making like the circle lumpy, you know? Okay, I think I have the crab body. Emphasis on think. If all the raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops. Oh, what a rain that would be. This kind of has to dry now, too. I'm not very good at planning, I don't think. It looks like a spider. Someone's lurking and snapped awake to you singing that song. The other two were like, Oops. Man, I wanted this to look good. It does not look good. It just kind of, so far, it just kind of looks like a little spiders in there. Ugh. I also probably need to look at a picture of a crab. Standing inside with the mouth open wide. I am not an artist. Let's just throw that out there. You know, I'm gonna put this on my Etsy, and it's gonna it's you know what? Maybe it just needs layers. You know, it's gotta dry, and then we'll put some layers on there. It's gonna be great. Baby chicken time. No, it's It's something. Ugh, I forgot how see-through this is. So the strawberry and that came out looking so good. Well, you know, it's just the greenery I didn't like on the strawberry. Man, this yellow paint does not want to, it's just so watery. We'll have to, so as I've never found a good one, yeah. It's, definitely something, I'll tell you what. Um, okay. Wow. I do feel like we painted quite a bit today. You know, we haven't painted a proper painting, but we're prepping for tomorrow, and today is a mini chonk. Here's the problem, though, right? Um, it's a mini chonk because I wanted to film a dungeon. I'm supposed to film a dungeon, but I don't do anything. I don't have any dungeon story. I mean, like I have the trip to Indiana, but like I don't know if I want to talk about that because people are weird, you know. But other than that, like I haven't really done anything. And I read Brimstone and I finished Brimstone, but I want to do different book reviews. I'm not vibing with the way I do book reviews. But I don't know. I need to watch like AC maybe. Could. I don't know if that would be like intriguing. I don't know. I just feel like such a boring person. I don't do anything anymore. I wake up, I go to gym. I'm watching some people on how they do. I know that's what Nate said. Standing outside with my mouth open wide. Yeah, all the raindrops are lemon drops and gumdrops. Could you imagine if raindrops were lemon drops and gumdrops and they were pelting down from the sky and you're like standing outside with my mouth open wide. Could you imagine? That'd be crazy. Just start getting pelted with them. Chip a tooth. Like knock you out cold. Everyone with black eyes. Yeah, I tried to go catch some lemon drops and gumdrops, and I lost an eye because of it. And Sam over there has two black eyes. You know, it's rough. Yeah, I broke my nose trying to catch a strawberry gumdrop. It was crazy out there. Well, we have leftover pink paint. Maybe we could paint another, maybe a teeny tiny little one. You know, don't want to be wasteful. I lost family to those damn gumdrops. I lost Gam Gam. So insensitive. Oh, yeah. Odelay, thank you for subscribe. Thank you for subscribing for 69 months. Nice. I mixed water with this one, and I think that was probably a bad idea. It's a little too runny. And there's pink on the desk. Stand in. Oh, sorry, I need to stop. I need to stop. Y'all are gonna be like, oh, Kate ended the stream. She had a mini chonk. Kate ended the stream. Shit. Pulled any more in lads? No, not yet. I haven't even watched the cards yet. Then again, though, I am behind on every other card in the fucking game. Sleeper agents now? Yeah. Dear Lord, thank you for not letting me drop this painting and letting my fingers catch the painting. Lord, blessed us on this day. That was scary. Pink. Alright, I think that about cut. Ooh, almost put that in my tea. I almost put that in my tea. It is cold tea now, but it is still tea. I'm sure this desk will clean off really easily. Maybe. Matte Classic, yeah. But I wouldn't drink it. Well, I'm trying to think. Because if I need to do a dungeon, I also need to edit. I think there's like 280 photos I gotta go through. Not saying I'm gonna use all of those, but I need to go through and like make sure I pick out the good ones. And it was also kind of hard shooting with a black light because it like made the outfit look cool, but then my face was kind of blurry, but it wasn't that bad, but I don't know. But anyway, so I do need to edit pictures, and I also need to go, but it's also, I want to do dungeons, but like I have nothing to talk about. So like, okay, what have I been doing? Let's just go through what I've been doing, right? I've been going to the gym. I do not have any gym stories. I been playing Harvest Moon a little bit, but I don't have any Harvest Moon stories. Like, I just have been... It's like a mindless game. There's no Overwatch stories. Like, I don't have anything in Overwatch. I got nothing. The only thing I could talk about... Well... Because there's a common denominator in some of my problems. Because, like, I was like, well, I could talk about the Stalker now. Could talk about the Stalker. But then it's like, well, no. Because, like, you know, what if, you know... I don't think he would find my YouTube. But then people may be weird about it. And it's like, oh, well, then it's like the same thing with the Uber driver. But then maybe it won't be that bad. Ruining everything. Yeah, and it's also, too, this is me just assuming, but it's also, too, like, when I've made videos about, like, men at the gym, or, like, you know, the comments are always, well, not all men. Oh, why do you hate men, Kate? Not all men. And I'm like, I didn't even say anything, you know? Bad with the Uber driver story. Yeah, it just, like... I don't know. I probably could. I may leave some of the stuff out of the story. But the whole thing was just so weird, you know? Oh, anyway, the main thing of why I was gonna I have my braces are still being bitches, and I have, for whatever reason, because I've been having to chew different, um and my braces keep getting stuck. I still have like holes just on this side, but for some reason on this side my tongue has like a canker sore in the very far back, and every time I talk it rubs up against my molars. Does not feel good. Would not recommend. And I was like, I gotta stream though. I gotta stream. And I want to film, but maybe I should like hold on to it and film next week. Cause it's not like, imagine it like this. It's all on here, but in the back. You know? Less talky, more painty. Yeah. I've been trying. I want to paint more, but I have to go through the pictures, you know? Sore from the braces. Not the tongue. Well, I still have a hard time talking. Um, but also too, I do this all the time where like I'll be like talk, 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 and I go, because I gotta bring more mouth forward. But I don't know why like my tongue is so bad, because it's like here, but then it also goes under the tongue a little bit. It feels like, because it's not. I don't have anything on the inside of the mouth, um. So it's not really rubbing up against anything. The only thing I could think of is I have to chew funny, and that may be why. So I don't know. I was gonna say I could have a pen and paper. We could write down dungeon video ideas, but I don't even have pen and paper. I could paint it on a canvas. Silkening your cheek. Oh yeah, not as bad as when I first got them on, but it'll catch. Um, like this whole side is not great. This one's not as bad, but I think it's because I also sleep on this side. I definitely need to ask about why I'm clenching my mouth as hard as I possibly can too in the morning. Be like, hey, I picked up a new habit. Doesn't get infected. I don't think it will. My body's usually pretty good at fighting off stuff. I think I just need to get, there's like a mouthwash kind of thing that like helps heal sores. I think I need to get that. Just thinking about all the things that I have to do. Oh. I think I had dungeon video ideas on my phone. Did I not? I also don't have any Thor stories. Um, I was just, I was thinking like maybe I can talk about like the stalker situation. Maybe I can, but then so just to like say this first, right? You know, in your ear and or braces. And not the braces yet. I don't think I've done a video on the braces. I think that I wrote down. That could be one. Um, so I don't find myself attractive. It is what it is. Boo hoo. Um, but so when I say this, I'm not saying it as like, oh my god, I'm so attractive. Wah, 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 wah. But I have experienced this when I go through something and I post about it like online. Usually people are like, oh, well, you should expect that because you're attractive. Oh, well, you're attractive, so of course that's going to happen to you. You just got to get used to it because you're attractive, which, like, I don't think I am. Um, but it also, too, like, there was a time where I was friends with someone and, like, I said, like, oh, this happened with one of my friends and it, like, made me uncomfortable because they pointed out something about my body that, like, I thought was really uncomfortable and, like, whatever. And so I was confiding in another friend about it. And he proceeded to blame me and being like, that's just something that you need to know as like an attractive woman is like, that's going to happen and you can't do this and you can't do that and blah, 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 blah. Like that's that's something that you have to do this. You have to do that. Like you're just an attractive person and that's going to happen to you. And like, also keep in mind, I am heavily mentally ill. Okay. So what I'm about to say next, I am mentally ill. So as he was talking, my thought was, okay, so if I get a blade and if I carve my face up, will this not happen anymore? Um and so I started thinking about it cuz I was like, how do I make this not happen? Like if this is my fault, like then how do I make this? Cuz like it happens when I go to the gym and I don't have makeup on. Like I think I look like a fucking disgusting goblin worm without any makeup on. Um and it still happens. And so I'm like, I still have like thoughts like that when stuff happens because it's like, what did I do? Like, what did I do to get a stalker? Like, what did I do? And so I want to upload stuff like this to Dungeon because it's like, it's a crazy story. Like, what are the odds? Like, some weird bozo guy saw me in my apartment building and was like, I'm going to see which apartment she lives in. I'm going to leave notes outside her door, asking for sex. Like, that's such a weird, bizarre situation, right? And so to me, I'm like, oh my God, like that's some crazy story for YouTube. But when I've uploaded videos on YouTube, usually involving like crazy stuff that's happened, people are like, oh, well, you're attractive. What did you expect? And so then it's like, for one, like it's even crazier too, because I don't find myself attractive. I don't think I'm attractive. And so it's like, why is this happening? um, and so like part of me, like I do want to upload videos because it's content. It's my life and I upload content and I think it's crazy. Like that's so crazy that this happened. Like how on earth did this happen? It's so crazy. Um but then it's also too, I'm like I don't want to have to. And also too, I could just turn off the comments or I could limit the comments. But then it's also too like comments, if a lot of people comment, it boosts it into the algorithm and we want more cooters. But we don't want those cooters. But the problem is like, oh, it's how did the internet, man, But it's just kind of frustrating because it's like I feel like past me would not even hesitate filming it and uploading it. But as I've gotten older, people are, and I think not. I don't want to say as I've gotten older. It's as the internet has changed because I feel like the red pill content has kind of pushed a little bit more. Because before, I remember like I would tell like a crazy story, and then I would either get accused of lying about it, or it was like, oh, that's crazy that would happen. Please like my comment. It was just like whatever. Picasso, I'm not Picasso. I'm a failure. Look at this. I can't even paint anything on it because it's wet. Well, it's kind of dry now. But anyway, I there was a video that I made a long time ago and it was about like Riley. And like how Riley was such an amazing dog in my life and how he protected me and blah 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 blah, which I've like talked about before. but very lightly. But I was gonna make a YouTube video about it. But then I was like, I don't actually think I wanna, because I've talked about it in stream. I was like, I don't think I wanna upload it onto YouTube because YouTube people don't behave, and they're also too sometimes not nice. Um, but I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Maybe I'll upload it. Maybe I'll see that. I don't fucking care. Cause like the thing is too is like people are gonna. I just don't want to see it. Like it's not gonna affect me if I open it and there's like 20 comments being like, oh, but men aren't the problem. If you want to be treated equally, equal rights, equal fights, like okay, why do you gotta go right to fighting? Like that's so weird. Also, too, you hit us anyway. Like, but sorry, it's not funny, but I'm like I've been there. And so like it's just like it's not fun for y'all. It's not fun for me. Like, oh, I wonder how my YouTube video is doing, and you open it and it's just people being like, I think that guy was just being nice to you. I think he was just being nice. Why don't you just take the compliment? Because it's like, ugh. Like you don't want to read. Like I'd rather open it and read comments like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy. I'm glad you made it through okay, or like, what a crazy story. Like, sorry that was your first impression of Indiana. Like I just want just vibes. Like I just want to tell a story and then be like, isn't that crazy? Like when I tell y'all that, I'm like, isn't that crazy? I'm not out here to be like, oh, men are the worst. Men should not be Uber driver. Uber driver. Men should not be Uber drivers and blah 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 blah. Whatever. It's like that time. Oh my god, it's like that time I got canceled on Twitter because I tweeted out, why are men gynecologists? And this is a bad take. What can't men? Oh my god, I cried in my car so hard because of how much hate I was getting. Like I don't really get affected, but when it's like that level, crazy. Because my thing, it wasn't I didn't say that they couldn't be. I was just saying why. Because like my issue was I have sexual trauma and I would prefer to have a woman doctor. And so I was looking for a gynecologist and it was all dudes, and I was like, I prefer a woman, and I couldn't find a woman. And so I was frustrated and tweeted out like, oh, why are men gynecologists? Because I couldn't find any. Anyway, that was so crazy. I was like, what is going on? That was the time I took a break off of Twitter. That was the time I took a break off of Twitter because I was like, this is so... I think it was before too, because I think can't you turn off like responses on Twitter now? You couldn't do that back then. I bet being able to turn off responses now is really nice. Must be nice. It was not nice back then. I want to paint Gudetama. But I don't think I could sell Gudetama. Unless it's just an egg with a face on it. I need to see your tweets, get live notifications. Did Twitch not have push notifications in? They made it so you can opt out of AI messing with your stuff. Ugh. That was not a fun time either. The Grok era. Even though that was like, what, a few months ago? And no, it was longer than that. I can taste my tongue. How was it getting a notification like 90 minutes into stream? Listen. That was a long time ago. I barely remember last week. Well, now I remember last week because I know I was in Indiana. But I needed to change my calendar. The last time I scrapped off a day was April 16th. Can you remember something? Nope. Listen, I'll have you know, I remembered the Rocky TikTok. CJ made a gif of it on your birthday cards and everything. Oh my god, yeah. That feels like a dream. I barely remember that. People use analog calendars? Clearly not. I got it. So the main reason I got it was to like mark when, like, if Jewel was coming to town. That way I could like physically see it, so I wouldn't forget because I forget everything. And I have a Google Calendar, but I barely use it. I try to use it, and I'll fill out the whole week. Like right now, edit dungeon, edit Fansly pics, film dungeon, stream, and then I'll fill the whole thing out, and then I forget about it. And then I have my phone calendar. Listen, I need a lot of reminding, okay? I need a lot of reminding. I need a lot of notifications. You know what I'm really surprised at? I closed the door. No sounds. Self compared to a lot of streamers I know. Really? I feel like everybody else has their shit down, and I'm the only one, like, I'm like, ah, ah. I'm like, ah. I, like, try to go live at 1, accidentally go live at 1:30. You're late, Kate. Yeah, I know. My makeup took a long time, okay? I tried to get the crease, and then I couldn't crease, and so I tried to get a different crease. No one ever points out when I go live early. It's only when I'm late. Like today, I went late. I gotta take my pill in like an hour. Ugh. Well, it is getting kind of toasty in here. I still have my hair up from the gym. I'm not doing this because I like ponytails. This is gym ponytail. What temp is it? High 60s? Probably. No, I just mean like because I'm in a closed room with the computer. It is, I will say it is 75 in my apartment. Because I set it to eco mode. Because I got my electric bill. And it was expensive. And so I was like, ooh. It wasn't that bad. But it wasn't good. I mean, what bill is good, you know? 75 good. 75 is a little toasty. But I'm wearing a hoodie. Let's hope the new AC will help with that. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Because it's not, like, really trying to crank out, you know? Because I think before it was, like, really... Because the air was so fucking cold, which was nice. But it was also, like, it would blow out, like you were opening a freezer. Now you go out and it's just like, oh, this is cool air, you know? So, I'll let y'all know if the bill goes down. But I'm also not... Well, no, it's... Because it's May now. It's gonna be May. So it's gonna get hotter. I like the heat, but not like sweaty. So it's making the weird rumble. I need to put in a notification thing. But I was gone, so like, you know. It does still make the weird rumble. Which I don't know if it's like normal. I can't imagine it is normal. But I don't know. What should we paint on the teeny tiny one? Maybe like... Maybe like a flower? Well, because we have a strawberry. What if we do like, we could do like a bunch of blueberries? It could be like a kitchen vibe, you know? There's a lot of paint on the desk. There's a lot of paint on the desk. That's future Kate's problem. You want me to, I could do blueberries. Do you think the blueberries would look good with the pink? I can't do it now because it's still wet, but we could do blueberries. And we'll try to do like the similar shading as the strawberry. Hold on. I didn't rip ass. Ugh. So we could do like the strawberry and then have the blueberries. Yippee! You know what also is funny too? You know how time goes by really, really fast? And every time, oh my god, I can't believe that was that long ago. And when I got the braces on, and we were all like, well, time's gonna pass anyway, and time moves by so fast anyway, and time moves so quick. Let me tell you something. These last 4 weeks have been the longest 4 weeks of my fucking life. In a good way, hey, at least, being miserable with the braces, maybe that'll make me slow down and appreciate time. But, ugh. Sorry for that. Me too. I'm sorry too. You wanted to go back fast. I know. I think that my problem is my teeth. I don't know. Because I don't remember them hurting this entire time when I got them on when I was a kid. But it's also maybe because, like, they're adult teeth. I mean, as a kid, they were adult teeth, but I was still a kid, And so maybe now they've been stuck in one place for, I don't know, 20 years? Oh my god, it has been. It's been 21 years. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh. Because I got them taken off when I was almost 14. Oh my god. Take me out back. Take me out back. I'll look at the flowers. Just make it quick. Just make it quick. Oh my. 20 years? Dude, I remember when I was like 23, and I'm like 20 years ago, I was 3 years old. Now I'm like 20 years ago, I got braces put on at 13, and I discovered who Hayden Christensen was, and I was obsessed with him. And him shirtless in bed was my awakening. Who said that? Who said that? That's crazy. Why would you say that out loud? Anyway. Technically my first awakening was Corbin Blue's armpit, but we already talked about that. Anyway, so I guess we'll we'll skedaddle, It's fine. I could tell you all the awakenings where I was like, I like men. Um, it was Corbin Blue. It was all when I was like 13. Oh my god. It was like Corbin Blue's armpit, Link in Twilight Princess when he was sumo wrestling, and then Hayden Christensen shirtless bed scene. That could be a dungeon. Oh, and discovering who Cloud Strife was. That could be a dungeon. I think it'd be a really short dungeon. I'm sure y'all had your little, awakenings too, where you're like, I think I like that. Cloud is sick AF. Yeah, he is super sick AF, and I wanted to be Tifa so bad. When I tell you, when I was 13, I thought they were like a couple. I actually don't know if they are or not. I don't know. Anyway, but I wanted to be her so bad because she was pretty, skinny, and had massive boobs. In my whole life, I was always a tomboy, but when I saw that, I was like, I think I need to be her, With Aragorn bursting through the doors in Lord of the Rings movies, that is valid. That is valid. I was more of a, well, because I watched Lord of the Rings when I was 13, and I liked Frodo, but I wasn't like, oh my god, Frodo, Tifa Squall's never, like, into her all the way. It's fair. I just wanted to be her so bad. And also, too, because she was close to Cloud, and I, too, wanted to be close to Cloud. I wanted to be so close that his lips were on my lips. I used to draw pictures of us kids. So, oh, hey, Jewel. So, y'all know the movie Turning Red? When I tell you, I have never related more to a movie in my life. If y'all want to see, if you ever, like, if, oh, I want to have kids one day, and if you have, like, a daughter, I need you to watch Turning Red. Because when she becomes a teenager... My sister has, like, actively? Hell yeah. I have one of Hayden Christensen. And of Astarion. Crazy coinkydink. Was that when you were, like, when you discovered BTS? Kind of. It was more of like BTS. Well, because BTS are real people. Well, so is Hayden Christensen. But like with BTS, it was more of like just entertainment. But like they just seemed like really nice people. I don't know. I crave friendship, and they're all friends. And so I love, like, that was my favorite era of YouTube, was when people were genuine friends and made content together. I like how you can see my hands. Anyway, but like when people were just friends and like they just made silly YouTube videos together, or like when they filmed vlogs of them hanging out, or like I love friendships, you know, because I've never really had an easy, like I've had friendships, my whole life I've had friendships, but it was never like a community friendship. It was like I would, like, one person would pick me, and I had one friend, you know. And so like watching them was just so fun and so funny, and they're so talented, and their music was really good. And so I was just like, I'm about to go down this rabbit hole, aren't I? And I sure did. Watch on there you and the people who play together. It's so fun to watch. Yeah, it's just, you know, I like friends. And I feel like nowadays too, like, people, like, you don't have to be friends with everybody. You can be like kind and courteous and whatever. But I feel like so many content creators are just very stuck on, oh, we're coworkers, which, like, again, fair. But oh yeah, we're only coworkers. Oh, we're only coworkers. Like, okay, y'all are allowed to be friends with each other. You know that, right? Like, it's just so bizarre. And I've gone to a few like LA parties recently, and it's crazy because like people, like, I'll say like, oh, like I want to go hiking, or I want to go do this, like, would you ever want to? And people are always like, yeah, that sounds so much fun. And then, I mean, granted, also people are busy, but then it's like I feel like they don't actually mean it. You know, or I feel like I'm just kind of there and they're just tolerating me. That's like the biggest thing, is I feel like I'm just kind of tolerated. And like it's hard because I see people around me, like my friends, like I see them talking to people, and like they're like everyone's smiling and laughing, and then if I'm there, I just kind of get the whole like, oh yeah, oh blah 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 blah, oh yeah, blah 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 blah, and I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm not wanted. And I get that I'm shy, and I get when I'm out and about, I don't talk a lot, um, but it's just hard, you know. It's been a really long time since I've had someone like want to be my friend. And there was a couple of times where I would go to a party, and like people were really nice to me and like really friendly, really talkative, and I'm like, I think they want to be my friend, and they were just drunk, and so I'm like, ooh, that's okay. I see. It's fine. I see now. That's okay. You know, I when I'm drunk, I'm really friendly too, but it's fine. Um and but you know, it's we'll get there, you know. We get there when we get there. I don't think I've made a new friend like in like 10 years. Yeah. And also too, like, I'm definitely not making it easy on people. It sucks. Yeah. Cuz I'm very shy, and I'm not good at conversations. Um and I guess I come across as like intimidating or something, but I don't know. It's also hard too to like juggle. Because once you hit that adult, because like I wake up, I'm like, I gotta go to the gym. So then I go to the gym, and then I'm like, I come home, okay, I gotta make food, and then I gotta shower. And then I gotta stream for like 4 to like 6 hours. And then after stream, I gotta collect the clips, and I gotta this, and I gotta go make dinner, and then I gotta clean up after dinner. And then after dinner, I'm like, well, I might as well. I hop on Discord to hang out in the group chat, you know. And my off days are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. What normal person, what normal person is off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? I like it, you know. But I get, like, my other friends, like, hey, we're going out on Saturday. Do you want to come? And I'm like, what time? You know? But it's also, it's just, like, hard to meet people, too, if you do what I do. Like, I feel like the only place I could meet somebody is at the gym. And that requires someone to come up to you at the gym, which nobody wants. You know, nobody wants that. To hang out with friends. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I'm doing next week. Because a certain someone, not gonna name any names, a certain someone's visiting. I mean, if he wants to say he can, I don't know. I don't know the vibes. But that's why, so like the 17th, basically 17th through the 23rd is going to be kind of full. But I will stream around those days because we're going to go out and do like whole day situations, you know? It's also funny too because he'll be like, hey, how far is this from you? And he'll send me something that's not even in LA County. It's like far. And I'm like, that will take an hour and a half. Are you sure? Yes, brother, I'm sure. Whoever is that person there is so cool and funny and totally not a pain in the ass. So you know who that sounds like? It kind of sounds like Thor. Crazy. Yeah, and they're definitely 27. And they're definitely 6'7". We'll have to take a picture. Because this whole time, he always says that, oh yeah, I'm taller than Kate. Totally not Unk. Oh my god. But yeah, next week will be, no, not next week, sorry, the week after that. We'll be a little crazy, but we'll make it work. Lemon drops and gumdrops. So what rain. These are probably dry by now. Oh my god, I can't stop. It is stuck in my head. I can't stop. Get something else in my head. Get something. I'll take anything. Jason Derulo. Wait, what's that song? Moonbeam ice cream. What need you listen to? Is it Moonbeam ice cream? I'll listen to that. 3 minutes of Apple Boy. You know what? No, I'm good. I am cured. Like a magician, I am cured. I'm also sweating. It's so hot in here. Have you seen that song? No. Or... I barely heard that. Thank you for the bits, John Easy. I forgot what I was gonna say. Well. Something about gumdrops? Nope. No recollection. Well, I will... How about this? I will brainstorm dungeon videos, including the Uber, including the Stalker. Including the braces. Because by the time I have to go, oh, I think Monday, I go back and get, I'm going to walk in, I'm going to be like, hey, so I found out on like day 4 that Chick-fil-A sauce will stain. I don't know if it like the little packets are the same, because I have a squirt bottle. I don't know if the little packets are the same or if the squirt bottle is just condensed yellow. Yeah, they're still stained. Anyways, I'm going to go and be like, hey, found this out. So if you're concerned, that's why. Because the thing is, too, the tomato soup stained them, but that went away. They're still neon yellow. The AC turned on. And the only way I know that is because the bottom ones still aren't stained. Which is also weird. I don't know how that's possible. Fuck no. I'm mimicking a llama. I am a llama. I llama. Remember the llama? Remember the... Remember that? I remember that. That was from a long time ago. I was just, mimicking that. That's all. Shit like derp. Wrap it up. We're done. We're done. Wrap it up. I do not need to be reminded of my derp era, okay? I had to live it. I thought it was funny and earn my girth. Okay, you know what? Y'all are all done. You're all in timeout. Do I have oh. I was gonna ask if I sat on paint. I don't even think that's possible. Nor would I turn around on stream. Hey guys! I just don't want to get on the chair, you know. Oh, Jewel. Oh, what a blessing. Anybody want to do the honors? I'll do it. Hold on. How do I do this? Oh, thank you. I would say, everybody say thank you, Stingray, but y'all can't say anything. Fucking losers. How does it feel to be silent? Hold on, I'll start the timer for you. While we're here, I guess you guys have to listen to something. Is it gonna play anything? Hello? Squeak. Wait, why can y'all talk? That was so fast. That wasn't long enough.
Do it. Disgusting.
Yes, it was. No, I still have 36 seconds on the timer. Guess I'll cancel it. Well, anyway. You have 15 seconds to say thank you before you're permanently shushed. Me? Fake news. Okay, well. I say we skedaddle. Let that stuff dry, and then we'll come back. That's gonna be the rain. This is gonna be... Oh. See ya, suckers. Did I say what I was gonna paint on the... Oh, I remember. But now I wanna... Ooh, what if we painted like a potion bottle? We did like a magical potion bottle. And then we did the blueberries, and then... oh, I need to fix the crab. Oh, no. Oh, no. So, in case you're wondering... this is what... it looks so bad. It looks so bad. Look at it. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, cause oh wow, look at that seashell. Wrong. Oh, if I put a bunch of layers on it, I'm sure it'll turn out fine. Maybe. And then this was the yellow. It's not great. It's very liquidy. We'll figure it out. But anyway, the green is nice. Yeah, Shrek green. Or the lemon lime jello. I always hated that jello. Okay, I gotta go. I have like a lot of photos to go through, and I also have to brainstorm dungeon, and I also have to export the VOD, and I also have to get clips, and then I also have to pee. TMI, you're welcome. Anyways, thank y'all for coming to the stream. Thank you for the follows and the bits and the subs and for chatting. Stream was a bombed. Have a Yusa a good. Okay, you know what? I'm just leaving. You know what? You know what? You know what? Remember the Patu? The fuck was that? It was Grogu. Sometimes in The Mandalorian, he'll go Patu. That's one of my favorite Grogu sounds. I'm excited for the movie, even though I don't think it's gonna be good. It may be good. Cannot guarantee it. Anyway, ta-ta, farewell. See y'all next time tomorrow. Toodaloo. Okay, bye.